Good morning, everybody. This is Damon Bond of Bond Realty Group, licensed real estate broker in Connecticut and New York. I hope everybody's doing well. Today is December 4th, 2017. All right. Just to let you know, if you have any questions, you can always email me at dbond011@gmail.com. That's dbond011@gmail.com. My telephone number is 203-394-8123. And it's for any and all questions or concerns you have with regards to real estate. Today I want to talk about, last time I did a thing about buyers, if you want to, how to improve your credit for the new year. And today I'm going to focus on sellers. Now, I've been noticing that I've been coming across a lot of foreclosed properties and a lot of short sales, both in New York as well as Connecticut. I just want to address that a little bit. If you are somebody, current homeowner who is facing difficulty in paying their mortgage, this is especially for you. And I just want to let you know that there is help out there for you. All right. Now, forget about the coulda, shoulda, woulda, and everything. That's past. Let's focus on, making 2018 a better year for you in terms of real estate. There are several options you can take in order to alleviate any problems that you may be having in terms of paying for your mortgage. All right. So you have to ask yourself, the question is this: do you want to stay in your home, the home that you currently own? Do you want to stay in there? Number two, does it make economic sense? Is it economically feasible for you to stay in your home? Okay. And number three, what alternatives are there other than you staying in your current home? So once you have these three, and number four, why do you want to stay in your current home? All right. So these are some questions you want to raise. These four questions are something you want to raise for yourself. So let's deal with some of these point by point. The first point is this: is it economically feasible for you to stay in your current home? Does it make good economic sense? What you should do is, if you have a wife or a spouse or somebody, significant other, maybe you should discuss with them whether or not it's worth staying in a home. Okay. What is the problem in terms of paying the mortgage? If you're quote unquote upside down your mortgage, is it because you had an adjustable rate mortgage? Is it because there were some unforeseen circumstances such as health-wise issue, medical bills, maybe a death in the family, something of that nature? Did something run amiss? Does it seem like bills are piling on? Is it because of the fact that you had a reduction of income or a change of jobs, which resulted in a change of income, a loss of a job, employment? So these are some things you want to explore. Because if that's the case, these things may be temporary. You may be suffering through a little glitch, or they could be long term. All right. So only you and you can decide that. The other thing is this: do you want to stay? Is the problem? Do you want to stay in your home because of an illusion, because you like to dress, or you feel embarrassed, you don't want to move or anything like this? Now, I don't know what your circumstances are, but there are ways to correct this. The first thing is this: you could go through what's called mediation. You call your loan people who hold your mortgage, and you can say, listen, here's what the deal is, right? And usually they'll have some type of mediation, to do. So if you need to, let's say, I don't know if it's an interest rate or something, maybe they can do something to you. The point thing is for you to reach out to them. Don't let them reach out to you. Reach out to them first, right? You only do this if you want to stay in a house. If you want to stay in a house, then by all stretch of imagination, do these things. So mediation is one way to go. Number two, if you decide I need to sell, I want to sell, right, then you can do what's called a short sale. A short sale basically allows you to sell the home with the bank's approval, all right, and you usually walk away with nothing. So there's no profit to be made on your part. Everybody gets paid except for you. Banks are willing to allow short sales because, number one, they rather get the property intact and whole, and they rather make back most of their money. All right. If they can't get back all their money, they get back most of their money. Now, the advantage for you is you get to walk away without a headache. You get to walk away being in dignity. All right. And it doesn't damage your credit as much as, let's say, a foreclosure would. All right. So a short sale is something that may be a viable option. In order for you to qualify for a short sale, usually there has to be some indication that you're having trouble paying your mortgage. All right. So if you're on time in paying your mortgage, the bank is not going to allow you to do a short sale. So only if you are what we call in arrears or delinquent with your mortgage, then the bank will allow you to do that. Typically speaking, it involves a lot more paperwork. You usually have to write a letter explaining, the reasons why you're behind. Usually they want a copy of your bank accounts and so forth. They want a copy of your listing agreement with a real estate agent to show that, you're trying to sell this property. So these are some of the things that they're requiring, they're asking you for in terms of a short sale. And like I said, short sales can usually take a while to sell, because the banks, the banks basically, they're very involved in the process, so that's why it takes longer. Usually on average, while an average closing will take anywhere between 45 to 60 days on average, short sales can take 4 months or longer, in many cases. So that's another option. Another option is some people just actually give the keys. This is called the deed in lieu, the foreclosure. So basically you just tell the banks, listen, I don't want the house anymore. Here are your keys. I'm done with this. Those are for people who just like desperate and, whatever. So these are some options you go by. Now, like I said before, 2017 may have been a rough year for you, but certainly 2018 doesn't have to be this way. So these are some things you can do to mitigate any type of, any type of, problems you may be having in terms of paying the mortgage and so forth. Or maybe let's say you're not in a situation where you're having difficulty paying the mortgage, or you're having difficulty paying the mortgage, but you're not behind, but maybe you want to go for something cheaper. You can always sell and say, hey, listen, we tried this house thing. It's too much house for us. The mortgage is too big. You could try something, sell it and get something smaller. You can downsize if you need to. There's certainly nothing wrong with that. So these are all some options available to you. These are something that I hope you pursue. So that way 2018 could be a much more prosperous, year for you, economically speaking. So once again, if you have any questions, you always email me at dbond01@gmail.com or give me a call, 203-394-8123. This has been Damon Bond, Bond Realty Group. Stay well, be strong, and have a wonderful holiday season. Bye-bye.